'cause here I come. Get ready, 'cause here I come. Doom, 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 doom. You ever seen a girl that make me feel? Look, singing the words and stuff, okay? You wrote the song and you forgot the words? Ike would have been mad at me, honey. Ike would have been mad at me. I would have been messing up on the words. Okay? He was so convincing with that. He like, you wrote the song and can't remember the words? Shout out to my girl Tina Turner, honey. Before we had Beyonce, we had Tina. Okay? And them legs, honey. Them legs was 20. Honey, you never knew how old Tina Turner was because she was so bad. Tina was 60 and like that body was 20. Okay? Like them legs, honey, put them legs in some pumps. I was like, look at that damn Tina Turner, honey. Now that's pumps in a bump right there. Okay, listen. Tina was a hard-working woman. Okay, I love the part of the movie where she fought back in the limo and started whooping Ike's ass. That was my favorite part because all throughout the movie as a kid, honey, I didn't have no empathy back then. I said, why she keep letting that man hit her? Even my child brain was like, wait till the nigga go to sleep and do a little something. Okay, ain't nothing like some hot coffee at night before bed, honey. Listen, a little bit of Benadryl. Okay, listen, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like Crisco on the floors. Listen, okay, when I tell you as a kid I would be plotting, okay, and planning, honey, listen. Okay, my favorite movies was Home Alone and Problem Child, honey. I love them movies. And Saved by the Bell, okay? Saved by the Bell. I put up a little post of Zach Morris and his mother. He will always be Zach Morris to me. Shout out to Mark Paul Gooselaar. Honey, I am a fan for life. He played the hell out of Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell, but his mama looked black. She looked like a sister. Red beans and rice didn't miss her. Okay, I knew that damn Zach was black. He act just like the niggas. Okay, just like them. Remember, he would be dating Kelly and already on to the next one and all over here. And I said, listen, honey, Zach was always trying to hold something. Okay, trying to hold a little something. Kelly, though, Kelly is the one. Shout out to Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Yes, I remember their names because I'm going to tell you something about life. When somebody is important to you, you will remember their damn name. And I've been watching them peoples for all my life. Okay, all my life. I know all their names. Elizabeth Berkley, Jesse. Okay, Lark Voorhees, Lisa, Dustin Diamond, Screech, Mario Lopez, Slater. I know my peoples. Okay? Now that cast right there, that is a wonderful cast. That is one of the best casts of all time, of all TV. Like, they work so well together for them to be so young. Shout out to Saved by the Bell. It's forever. Shout out to Mara Brock Akil. She got a show called Forever that I still need to check out. But, listen, I love Mara Brock Akil. I just listened to a interview she did on The Breakfast Club. Really good. Really quickly, I want to read some, comments from one of my videos, and then I will talk to you guys about some of, the stuff I've been peeping out. Little Nene, T.S. Madison, okay? Like I said, Mara Brock Akil, she did a couple of interviews, down to The Breakfast Club, down to the Keke Palmer of it all, honey. Oh, shout out to Shantae Moore and Kenny Lattimore. Everybody knows I used to love me some Shantae and Kenny. And Kenny is my type, honey. That's what we like. Okay, looking all nice and friendly in the face, baby. Okay, that's the type of man Miss Robinson would like. But shout out to his son, KJ. He just graduated college. That boy handsome. He looked just like Kenny. Okay, just like Kenny. Shout out to Faith Jenkins. She's now married to Kenny. I love me some Faith Jenkins, honey. Okay, so shout out to all of them. And Shantae, girl, I was just singing, "Way You Show, do 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 do, do do do, do do do, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-ba-da-da." I can't do it like Shantae, honey. But that shit hit a little different once you get in them late 30s, about to knocking on 40. Okay, that shit hit a little different from Waiting to Exhale. It was on the soundtrack. That is my shit. I cannot sing like Shantae. I'm mad about that. But baby girl, and she's whistling in the damn song. Like, Shantae is a very underrated singer. She is that girl. I love me some Shantae Moore. Like, baby, you just don't know. What's my other song I like from her? Love's Taking Over. That is my shit. Okay, I like Shantae's Got a Man, but I love old school Shantae. Love's Taking Over. I love it, baby. Let me get back. That's the ADHD. We all over the place, honey. Listen, yes, I'm a Cancer, but Cancers like to roam. We like to dibble and dabble. Shout out to Wendy Williams. She's a Cancer, honey. Okay? The Cancers, honey, are the best communicators. Lala, she a Cancer. She had her own show. Michael Baisden, your girl. Okay, make sure y'all like and subscribe, honey. Okay, we trying to get to 20,000. Okay, ain't that like a sister, honey? Ain't even hit 15, but already trying to get to 20. I'm trying to get to 20, honey, like Forrest Gump. Okay? Make sure you share this with a family or friend, okay? So, I'm going to comment on the video of True T being harassed. Mel'S fans can't be blamed for the toxic Love and Marriage Huntsville sector. Yeah, I do feel like the fans do like, and not just Melody's fans, but just people that's fans of the show. It's like, people be like blaming, you know, they be blaming the wrong peoples, honey. It's the peoples on the show that's crazy. I'm telling you. Did y'all see that video of Latifah and Marceau? They talking about the show ain't being canceled. I thought it was so funny. Because I feel like that's people trying to let them know that, child, Melody ain't on the show. You might as well just cancel the Brother Tucker. I told y'all I'm back to drag. I just got to drag because I know they about to put together some foolishness, honey. Okay, my girl is gone. Yes, my girl Melody will always be in my damn thumbnails. When I think of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I think Melody. I do not think of Latifah, Marceau, Miss Wanda, Destiny, somebody that told you wrong. It's all about Melody. Because I know somebody was like, Melody ain't even on the show. That's all the thumbnail. Yup, pretty pictures of Melody. Sure is. Yup. And my girl ain't even on the show, but she is like in all this unnecessary toxic drama with Yolanda. Okay, Yolanda started all of this. Okay. So, okay, let's get to this video. So this is about, True T still being harassed. One person says, if she was making $10,000 a month, why don't her subscribers follow her to her website? That way she won't lose any money. Another person says, why lose your money to beef with someone you don't know? Another person says, exactly, go over there, make your money, and don't look back on YouTube. YouTube took her channel because she violated YouTube rules. If the content creator did, they lose their channel, but since they're on YouTube, they must have done something to TT. She told us if we listen to other content creators, then unsubscribe to her, so I did. Subbies are free to go to her website and still enjoy her content, and she could still make money. Have at it. Simple. Stay off YouTube, and she wouldn't care what people say. It shouldn't matter. You can't control what people say. Her cussing and screaming sure hasn't stopped anybody. We got freedom of speech still, don't we? What y'all think of that? What y'all think of that? So another person says, nobody is bullying this lady. Y'all really not critical thinkers. How is her channel down and no one else's is down? TT started this and wanted to prove who's bullying her. Child. So some people comment to that and says, no, she definitely did not start this BS. Another person says, she is definitely in the running. I do know I like TT, but every time I saw she was cussing people out, even when those people had not mentioned her, but these people are showing receipts, not talking behind the scenes. It's really weird, but it's cool. We believe who we believe. I digress. Another person says it's jealousy because TT worked hard and TT let them have it, and she told the truth. She was always trying to help other bloggers. Another person says, and it ain't that deep, but when is the end game? I like people, but I'm not windmilling for no one. I can't see their body language. Another person says, I used to like her channel, but she started going down a really dark path. Another person says, I totally agree. She started all this mess and is now playing the victim. I liked her in the beginning, but after a while, she was doing too much. So what y'all think about that? Do y'all want TT to come back? It sounds like some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. I wish her, the best. And nobody is perfect. Everybody is still trying to figure things out. And sometimes we have to grow from things, right? And so, I wish her all the best. Now, let's shake a bone, honey, and get the hell on. Let's go to the next topic. Did y'all see T.S. Madison down to the Nene leagues? Did y'all see it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Tell me, have you seen it? Seen it? Oh, why do I have to leave it? Go away. I love that. Have you seen her? Okay. Ooh, I love that. Was the Shy Lights, honey. Is that the Shy Lights? I hope I got it right. Listen, because I should know my music. I told y'all my mama played it all. Okay. I used to make mix CDs for my mother with all her old school. So when I tell y'all, honey, Miss Robinson is a good time. I know all the songs. Okay. So I didn't know T.S. Madison had called Nene, alluded to her being a transgender. She kept saying she looked good. She looked good, but I don't know. She said something that was I don't know, it was very, weird. So T.S. Madison called, Nene a trainee. Let's read the comments to see what the people thought of this. This was a really good interview. Nene clearly didn't believe Madison with the trainee explanation, and I didn't either. Next caller. But yeah, T.S. Madison got to talking about Kaya, and I guess Kaya came for her doing Pride, and I guess they were both at an event, and she began dissing T.S. Madison online. Maddie felt a certain type of way, and honey, Maddie did not come to play with the girls. I realized she's in a different place in her life. I think when she started out with Kaya, they were like trying to come up. Okay, look, I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Okay, and I'm doing my best to make it in. So they was in the basement, wherever the hell they was at. They was on the come up, and then the situation went awry with Kaya. They fell out. And Madison has just been on TV. She's a YouTuber. She be over there with Dr. Heavenly. She cool with Carlos. She is out here in these streets mixing and mingling, and she likes the celebrity life and looking fabulous. She got wigs, makeup. She owned a couple of houses. She's a former sex worker. She done been out here in these streets. She's really close to her mother. The only thing I disagreed with was her coming for Kaya's grandkids. I feel like find something else to come at Kaya about, but don't be bringing the damn kids. Because she feel like Kaya always coming for her mother, and that's not cool. And, so I'm like, keep the kids out of it. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to say about Kaya. So what did y'all think about the interview? I really liked it. I felt like it was a lot of fun. Honey, T.S. Madison kept trying to tell Nene, honey, because Nene was like, I don't want no man if he want you. And then he think he's supposed to get with me. And Maddie is like, why not? Shit, girl, you probably done been with a man that was probably checking for some man, but he didn't tell you. I think Maddie was trying to out these niggas, honey, letting the women know, hell, they probably go the other way. They probably do, though. Because I be looking at some of these people, baby mamas, and I'm like, well, shit, if you'll date that, you'll date this damn transgender over here, too. I'm just saying, I think that they will. I done seen some damn transgenders prettier than women. So I know these niggas will date a transgender. She ain't got to convince me. Nene looked confused. I'm not confused. I knew what she was talking about. I knew what time it was. Okay? She was trying to let Nene know, shit, these niggas want all of us, okay? Oh, shout out to Drew Sidora. She was on The Breakfast Club. She had a really good interview with them. I like Drew. I do. I think that Drew has fully came into her own, and she couldn't do that and be with Ralph. So this breakup, this separation, them going through a divorce, I don't agree with him living in the basement, but this is good for Drew because the biggest reward I see coming her way is gaining her independence and her sense of self. And I just like her a lot better now than what, than the shiggity she was trying to pull, when she came on. Because she was bragging about that raggedy ass marriage. And we saw her nigga for who and what he was as soon as he stepped on the scene. As soon as I heard that he was disappearing for 2-3 days, I was like, yeah, I see what time it is. And what time it is Drew, you should have did that shit to him. Okay, they gotta feel how they made you feel, or they ain't go get it. Okay? When you dealing with a man, they gotta feel how you feel. Then they'll get it. I've actually had a few say, dang, I didn't even understand until what you had did. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I bet, nigga. I bet. Yeah, I ain't gonna be playing with you. Yeah, nigga, don't play with me. Okay? Don't fuck with me. Fuck around and find out the hard way. fucking with Miss Robinson. What's wrong with you, nigga? Okay. So, yeah, gotta show these niggas. And I'm from the show me state. Shit. So, baby, I was watching the basketball bullies. I call them bullies, honey, because that's what it is. A whole bunch of bullies on the show, waiting to fight, waiting to jump on the goddamn table, waiting to tackle somebody down to the goddamn ground. Jennifer is always the target. Jennifer talking too much shit because she got Christian and his auntie, and then she feeling herself, honey, because normally, she look scared, when Evelyn come at her ass, she's scared and look like she gotta pee. Okay. She look all nervous in the face, baby. But Jennifer ain't scared no more because she got all these people. Ain't no damn, Jen is growing. And you can kind of see Jennifer has come into her own a little bit. But her ass would definitely be afraid of Evelyn if Christian auntie wasn't coming to bat for her, and if she had Christian. It's like, girl, they keep saying that the man is scamming you. Okay? So, Jennifer and Christian, they call out Shawnee and the basketball bullies producers. Did y'all see the episode? And Shawnee get on my damn nerves because Shawnee is so unnecessary for the show. I saw her and I did not get excited. I got tired. Shit, I was like, this bitch still popping up. Like, god damn. Okay, like, you never saw Mara Brock Akil like pop up on Girlfriends all the time. We didn't even know it was her show. Shit. Okay. I think we thought it was Kelsey Grammer's show. So it's just like, why does Shawnee have to pop up? They don't need her for the cast. But I caught this interview where Shawnee was saying that, VH1 or whoever the hell they with now, I think they with MTV, they just want her to pop up every now and again. She showed up for Evelyn's birthday. She don't never check Evelyn though. She don't never check Evelyn. Evelyn is now mad at all the girls because Christian's auntie was dogging her, saying that she needs to date a gynecologist or something, trying to say something wrong with her vagina, honey, right? So Evelyn gets mad at all the girls because they done went to the wedding. And it's like, Evelyn, why you so mad at the girls? Well, then none of them defend me, and now I'm starting to understand, how they really feel about me. Girl, they have a check to get. Like Brandy said, girl, they were stunned by what she was saying, except for Jackie. Jackie probably looking to get some get back on your ass, and I don't blame her. I think Evelyn can be a hypocrite sometimes, and to me, that makes her do herself a disservice, because it's like, girl, you be trying to call out these girls for things that you wouldn't even do, because I don't see you defending all them girls. I don't. So I didn't feel like they owed you anything. They're not in it. You coming for Jennifer. Obviously, Christian got his auntie defending Jennifer on Jennifer's behalf because she don't feel like Jennifer can do that her damn self as a grown woman. That's what's going on. That ain't got nothing to do with the girls. But you're embarrassed because of the things she's saying. So it's just like, Evelyn, you're exhausting. You're exhausting. I'm still not on Jen's side either, because, girl, why you keep picking out all these scammers and crooks? Maybe because they say when you keep picking out certain people, you may have those certain qualities within you. That is the case some of the time, I would say, right? So, yeah. But Shawnee had her nose and shit all up in the air about attending Jennifer's wedding. Bitch, they don't want you there. Don't nobody want your ass there. You with the pastor that's locking the goddamn door. Is that Keon? That's somebody locking the damn door. Shit, that's kidnapping. Let me out. Okay, you don't need to lock no damn door so you can get a donation. But yeah, shout out to shout out to nobody. Shit, I don't know why I said that. But I want to see what some people think about this. Yeah, let me finish my thoughts, because, honey, it almost left me. Okay, memory loss. Okay. Shawnee, it's like, girl, don't nobody want you at their wedding. Yeah, I didn't even go to the Paris one, and they was like, Shawnee, you going? And the face she made, like, I wouldn't dare. And yes, the man is a scammer and you probably don't support it, but you really don't support it because of Evelyn. It ain't like it's that deep with you, Jennifer, and Christian. So, Shawnee, bye. Jennifer always knows how Shawnee feels about her, and Shawnee would go to hell for who? She's always gotten away with things, and Jennifer needs to smarten up. She's always picking men that mean her no good. Jennifer is going to let this man get her to the unemployment office, and she already knows he's crooked and going to jail. Then what is she going to do for money? She's going to have to take that L, take that loss. Right now, she is going to try to make it work with Christian because she doesn't want to be embarrassed like many women. They want to keep up the facade. Look at Drew. Down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the girl's been telling her that Ralph ain't about shit, but she was my husband. But my husband, these other women ain't got a husband. Girl, don't nobody want no husband like yours. Some of y'all be bragging about your man. Don't nobody want no man like yours that triangulates, that is always comparing you to other women. Don't nobody want that type of man. That is a Chucky doll little buddy. Don't nobody want it. We could do bad all by our damn selves, honey, okay? So, yeah. Oh, another person said, Shawnee needs to worry about her scammer husband. Let the church say amen. Yeah, he always trying to get a few dollars out of somebody, okay? Hustling. But, yeah, the show don't need Shawnee no more. She could stop appearing. She do the same shit she always do. She's up Evelyn's ass. She never challenges her. She should have been at that table telling Evelyn, you wrong. You shouldn't be getting mad at the girls. I didn't like Shawnee kind of stepping to Brandy, and I didn't like Evelyn saying Shawnee could thank Brandy for her services. No, the fuck she can't thank Brandy for her services, because at least Brandy gives something. What the hell Shawnee give? Not a damn thing. She just dry. She like plain chicken, still in the bowl, no seasoning. It ain't fried, it ain't baked. It's just there. Okay? Shawnee is mayo. Okay? Mayonnaise. That's all she give. A whole bunch of nothing. Okay, you didn't put in on this man. Okay. Now, she helped come up with the show. I give her that. She seems to be a businesswoman. I will always give her that. But that's about it. She's not a entertaining personality for the basketball bullies. Okay? She is not. And I like that Brandy called her out that season. I like that. I like that Brandy had got into it with Tammy. She was willing to, say something to her. And she was willing to say something about Shawnee. Okay? She was willing to come at her. I think where Brandy goes wrong is she gets so angry. Like Chantel said, Chantel did have a point that Brandy goes from 0 to 100 and then she will act like she ain't said some disrespectful ass shit. You know what I'm saying? She erases she clears the slate with her actions, and it's like, girl, you can't do that. You can't do that. You didn't hurt people. You didn't say the wrong thing. I kind of don't like how Ming and Ty and everybody is kind of antagonizing Brandy, though. Don't get me wrong. Brandy was wrong for inviting Jennifer to come over there. I think that was more of production, trying to get something started, keep the story going, something. But I don't like how, I don't know. I felt like Shawnee was coming at Brandy a little bit too much. It's like, girl, you haven't even been here to see how this stuff has played out. Ming, I don't like how she's coming at Brandy. Um, I don't know. I don't like it. And I feel like she's jealous of Ty and Brandy's relationship. Like she's jealous that Brandy feels like Ty is cute. Oh, another thing, I was watching Evelyn and her daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Shawnee, like, she talked about Shanice, like, that's my daughter, that's my kid. So Ty was on Evelyn and Shanice's show, Drop the Low. And why that damn hot ass Shanice? Okay, she is hot in the cootie cat, honey. She just, honey, I think she got a thing for Miss Ty. She was just like, what's your zodiac sign? Oh, I'm glad you sitting next to me, and giving that girl the eye. And Evelyn was like, damn, do y'all need a room? Like, what's going on? Like, it was Shanice, honey. I thought Shanice was kind of shy, but shit, she wasn't shy on that damn episode. Just licking her lips and looking all at Ty, and honey, it was a mess. Ty was like, ooh, child, I'm so uncomfortable. Evelyn was like, honey, you about to be a part of my family. Look, Shanice is gonna be a basketball wife. Shanice is too young for Ty. And that's a damn shame, Shanice. You didn't just went out, made this baby with this man, and there's no relationship afterward. Like, and I get it, you know, shit happens, but girl, you should be trying to get married or like get into a serious relationship and have your kids. I feel like that way, but, and I wouldn't be getting pregnant by no broke ass rapper. Well, I guess he ain't broke, but if you losing $7 million homes, look, fill in the blank, honey. I not, we not trying to get, you might as well, honey, join the Lil Wayne roster. Okay, that's what you should have joined, because Wayne don't never go out of style with them damn raps. Shout out to Lil Wayne, honey. He is my favorite on that Freak song with Chris Brown. When I tell you I be rewinding Wayne part, yes, that's my shit. But yeah, Shanice was coming at Ty. I was like, oh shit. The girls want Ty. Ty said, though, she don't want no straight woman. She don't want nobody straight. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, when it came to the basketball bullies, Brandy and Chantel, they had got into it. Brandy told her to stay in a child's place. I was like, oh, whose team are you on? You team Brandy or are you team Chantel, child? It is a mess. I was like, oh. I feel Chantel though. I do feel Chantel, like, girl, you be going off and then you want to act cool. She's a true Gemini, because that's how they act. That is how they act. They will do some messed up stuff to you and then think you supposed to just get over it. It's like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, so last but not least, honey, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We got Brian McKnight. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Brian McKnight and his music, not his antics. Because at first I was looking at this from the point of, as far as him and his kids, you know, maybe the kids were ungrateful and he tried to help them, you know, the daughter and the son. Rest in peace to his son, Nico. But now I'm kind of looking at it a lot differently due to him getting on his brother, Claude, because I felt like Claude was not being messy by putting out there that, you know, Nico passed, and I did not get like the feeling in my heart. Y'all know I would call it out if I felt like Claude was being messy, trying to be a clout chaser, trying to get some attention. You know, I feel like when we see those things, we can call it out, but this was not that. So to me, Brian McKnight, like, shot himself in the foot by coming for Claude, because that's not what it was giving. So shout out to the New York Post. Brian McKnight slams his family members over estranged son Nico's death. May God have mercy on your soul. Brian McKnight broke his silence on his estranged son Nico's death with a scathing message about his family members after Nico died from cancer at age 32 last week. Brian, 55, released a statement on Instagram Tuesday where he bashed his brother Claude and his ex-wife and Nico's mom Julie, who both shared the news of Nico's passing on social media. Brian says, a big thanks to Claude McKnight's tasteless and self-aggrandizing. Honey, y'all know Miss Robinson don't know no word like that. I don't be using. Look, I be using words, but not that word. Announcement on TikTok, and that frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as a opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity, Brian wrote. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of a life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama, he added. I think that Brian, it was like a guilty conscience, and Brian knew that he would get dragged. That's why I think he's coming at the brother for like putting attention on it. But you know, the man is in his feelings. He just lost his nephew. But that's what I feel like Brian is mad about. Like, now people are gonna be like, damn, you wasn't there for your son, and you know. The Back at One singer said that after Nico died, he and his family flew to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him in all of the good times. Brian says, the last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. Brian claimed of his son, adding he and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until death. What do y'all think about this? Brian then wrote about Julie, to the self-proclaimed Mama Bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story, Brian said. I am truly thankful for the immense peace God has given me. I've left everything in his hands and I have a clear conscience. The only judgment that matters is God. So I think he kind of knew with how he wrote this that the people was going to come for him and blame him for that child's death due to how badly he had treated, his son and the daughter. Like I told y'all before, there's 2 sides, 2, 3, 4 sides to a story like this. And it's sad how it ended, But I feel like Brian is wrong for all of this. I feel like he should have made a post honoring his son, but I don't think he wanted the public to know about it because he didn't want further criticism of how he has handled the situation with his son and, the daughter. Because he got a lot of heavy criticism and judgment with that. The people's, honey, they don't see it for Mr. Brian. They done forgot all about the good music, child. Okay, so yeah, I feel a way. That's why I wanted to speak on this, because I did feel a way about him coming down on the uncle. So let's see what the people think about this. So one person says, I'm side-eyeing the current wife because why would you name your baby after his first child? So yeah, the current wife named her son Brian, and I guess Brian was trying to replace the Brian that he already named Brian. Just, it's crazy. Another person says his wife is equally as evil as he is. I could never be with a man who mistreats his children, let alone disowns them. Another person says Brian McKnight is a real-life Tyler Perry movie villain. Another person says Brian's conscience is clear because he doesn't care. This speech was all about himself, not a sign of grief for the son he lost who has been suffering for the last few years. Yeah, he called out Claude for coming out a certain way, but I felt like what it did was it like backfired and it made him look bad. I feel like it's one of those things where just what he was trying to avoid, it ended up like happening like anyways. You know, all the backlash, all the judgments, all the opinions. It's like when you came out with this, you would have been better off quiet. That's why I always tell y'all, silence is golden. You can do more with silence than you can ever do by speaking. Okay? Another person says he's the ultimate narcissistic weirdo. Another person says Brian's wife is going to turn on him. Another person says Brian McKnight said that it wasn't his brother's place to post about Nico, but when asked about his sons, he didn't even mention him. Make it make sense. Another person says it's weird how black men only care about the kids that they have later in life while treating the kids they have when they were young like strays. Yeah, some of them, they will do that. Another person says Brian is a complete idiot, but what woman would name her son Brian McKnight Jr. knowing her husband already has a Brian McKnight Jr.? Yeah, they deserve each other. Another person says folks give Brian McKnight too much attention, treat him like he doesn't exist. Let's stand in love with Nico, his mom, and siblings. R.I.P. Nico. Another person says, I was a Brian McKnight diehard fan, but when he called his kids a product of sin, we didn't know Nico had cancer. I had to fall way back because dudes. Another person says, can we all shun Brian into non-existence or irrelevance? I'm so deeply sick of this. Sad attempt of a man. May Nico find peace. Another person says Brian McKnight is the epitome of ninjas ain't shit. There's a special place in hell's basement for him. R.I.P. Nico. And I want to know what you guys, how you guys feel about this situation. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.